What do you do if you have a problem getting to your meetings on time? Now, for those of you who are self employed like I am, you realize that it's a very critical matter when you're in business for yourself because whether you keep to time or not is one of those things that affects your credibility and your good standing with your customers. So, if you're on time, one of the presumptions is you must be good at what it is that you do. Of course, if you have solid and good deliverables to back up your your work ethic. But I guess for those of you who are in paid employment, maybe it's not that much big of a deal because if you get to your meetings or whatever functions too late, you just get a query and HR pushes the paperwork and then that's that. But it's something that's absolutely critical once you decide to be in business for yourself or to get engaged in the side hustle. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any scientific answer for what you should do if you're having problems getting to your meetings on time. But on this MTV based program a couple of years ago, I can't remember what it was called. Ice Cube, that's the rap musician. Ice Cube was one of the celebrity guests on the show, and he happened to be mentoring a young African American chap who run a skate. He used to run a skateboarding company. They manufacture skateboards and skating apparel and things like that. Now the fellow showed up late for the meeting, and Ice Cube was totally pissed. And the chap kept trying to make excuses, and after a while, Ice Cube told him to just shut it. And Ice Cube gave him some advice that I've tried to take to heart since then. Ice Cube told him a couple of things. One, you're a young man. People already expect young men to be slackers, so you have to be on top of your game. And the second thing Ice Cube told him was, if you can't be early to an event, if you can't be on time to an event, then be early. Now, at first, it didn't make sense, but after a while, when it sunk in, I kind of got the point. There are some people who seem to have this innate ability to be on time for everything. My mom is one of those people. If you tell her that the meeting is 2:30, she's going to be there on time at 2:30. And then there are some people like me who just can't seem to get anywhere on time. And then it kind of made sense. If you're not one of those people who have this innate ability to be on time, that is 2:30 is 2:30, then just make sure that you're always early. And then in that case, there's no problem. So in my own case, rather than aiming to be there at 2:30, I actually aim to be there at 2 o'clock or maybe even 1:45. And then in that case, I'm never late. Of course, it helps that now we have lots of fancy stuff like I have this e-reader that my cousin got for me recently, and so with that I'm able to read. Either fiction or business books, just to while away time while I'm waiting for the meeting. Well, although the earliest I've showed up for a meeting has been, I think, 30 minutes. But e-readers, podcasts, things like that, these are wonderful things that you can use to while away time while you're waiting. So you get to do a little bit of studying or self-improvement while you're waiting for the meeting. And then, excuse me, if the meeting that you're going for is something that is technical and requires a lot of preparations, then getting there early gives you the preparation time, so you're able to walk into the meeting well prepared and solid. So, what do you do if you have a problem getting to your meetings and to your meetings, to your conferences, your engagements, whatever it is? You have a problem getting there on time. What do you do? Unfortunately, I don't have a scientific answer for that, so all I just have is Ice Cube's words of wisdom. If you can't be on time for anything, just make sure that you're early for everything.